Hello. Welcome back. Intro that I'm never going to get used to. My name is Silver Dreamer. I'm doing a let's build of a slightly older set, Lego Ant-Man construction figure. I always want to say constructible, but I guess it's construction figure. Anyway, I've had this in my backlog since like a month after it came out, and I haven't built it because it's a shorter set. And now that I've been toying with this idea of posting let's builds on YouTube, I figure this is a perfect time to do it. So again, I usually stream on Twitch. It's kind of my go-to. And on Twitch, I build larger sets. Like, I figured I was going to talk about this later, but I guess we can talk about it now. On Wednesday, June 5th, so like pretty much right after this comes out, I'm going to be doing an all-day stream on Twitch, and I'm going to be building a brick-built Exia Gundam. It's 10,000 pieces, so we're not going to do the entire thing, but we're going to start. I'm super excited for it. I've had that for a few months, and I've just been waiting for my quarterly stream to come around so I could do it. Basically, if somehow you don't know what Twitch is, it's a live streaming platform. I could stream on, you could live stream on YouTube, but I have developed my following on Twitch, so that's kind of where I do it. Typically people stream video games on Twitch. That's kind of like what it's known for. And I have found a community of brick builders that stream brick building on Twitch, and it is fantastic, and it's one of the most welcoming communities I think you'll ever find. So even if you don't want to hang out with me, I hope you feel inclined to go and check it out for yourself and find a supportive, welcoming community for you. Man, so usually when I build Lego sets, I'll use the PDF instructions from the website. But since I'm doing this like completely raw, I'm just using the paper instructions. But it likes to flip up and throws everything off, and it's working against me, but that's okay. Gosh, I don't even think you've seen what I've been working on. You'd think that like the logo here would be like my visual cue. That's where I need to build from. But I'm still figuring this out. Anyway, so I am recording this on Monday, June 3rd. I'm assuming I'm going to post this tonight on Monday, June 3rd. So you have like a day and a half to plan your life around stopping by my stream to hang out live so we can have a conversation. Because as I've said previously, and by previously I mean the one other video that I've posted, I don't like doing presentations. I prefer conversations. So, if you want to help me get over this like awkward feeling I have of talking to myself, or I guess if you want to help me not have to have this awkward feeling that I have of talking to myself, and you want to come and hang out, stop by Twitch. I don't think you'll regret it. Anyway, it's as much self-advertising as I feel comfortable doing. Anyway, what else should we talk about? Since we're only this far into the build. Oh, you know what I started doing? A new hobby unlocked. It's like the only thing on my mind right now these days is taking these sets outside into my wife's garden. It's our garden, but she put in all the work. And trying out posing these figures out there. I've taken pictures of the the buildable Groot, the Venomized Groot, Captain America that we built last video, and the old constructible Iron Man. I recreated Civil War, the classic, into the shield scene. Looks pretty good. I did 3 different angles. One from the side, one from Cap's POV, and one from Iron Man's POV. That was kind of cool. And then I did Groot, basically discovering and loving flowers, and Venomized Groot in the background being jealous that he's finding all these cool flowers. And then the last picture is Venomized Groot next to like a black succulent that my wife has. And so that was super fun. A lot of people liked it. And by a lot of people, I mean the like 2 Discord servers and the pictures I shared on X. And like it has likes. That's about as far as that goes. But I had a lot of fun, and then when I was doing it, my wife caught on almost immediately and was like, "Ooh, what about this? What about that?" And it's like, we have these like snapdragons that are like kind of growing where they're not supposed to. And she was like, "Can you get one of the snapdragons?" And so that's where I got a fun picture of Groot laying on on a flower bed, looking over at the snapdragons. It was pretty fun. Anyway, whenever there is something that my wife gets excited about, I lean into it way harder than I would if it was just me. And so, like, especially when it comes to like impulse buys, if I see a Lego set that I'm like, oh man, that's kind of cool. If she comes over and she's like, ooh, I really like that, I'm like, say less. I'm buying it right now. And you know, it's fun because if she likes it, then it can go on display in like the living room versus finding more space in here. So that's fun. Oh man. You know, I was looking at the last. Oh yeah, welcome to How My Mind Works. We're gonna go all over the place. There will be 0 transitions. I speak from the school of George Carlin. Anyway, I didn't realize the last video was the 40 minutes. That sort of stressed me out. I don't know if I want to do like just a like regular video the way I did the last one and like I'm probably recording right now, or if I want to do like a 2x video and then just do like a voiceover while I like watch it run or something. I don't know. And the problem with asking is most people will be like, do what you want to do. It's like, yeah, I get that, but also like help. But then also I have to have a following if I'm going to ask these kinds of questions. My YouTube does not have a following, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, on the bright side, we are going it feels like we're going a little bit faster. So there's that. So my buddy, Build Time, he was talking about filming his YouTube video. He does 2 versions. He does the like no talking ASMR version where it's just like the clicky clicky clicky, which is pretty cool. And then he also does a voiceover version. It's a lot. I don't know, dude. I love those like fast, like click 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 videos. I don't know how people do it. And like, I could either ask the creator, and if they're nice, they could tell me, or I can just ask around. But like, there's also a part of me that wants to like figure this out on my own, like figure out this like content creation thing on my own. But that's so naive. Ask for help when you need help. Like, don't be stubborn. Anyway, I don't know. I'm thoroughly all over the place with my thoughts. And that's okay. Anyway, so I have these constructible figures, and I was gonna do Iron Spider next because I don't know if you can see. I have this taller Iron Man right here, plus the Lego Iron Man here. That taller Iron Man is the same, actually less. It's cheaper than the Lego Iron Man from a different company, and I want to like compare and contrast. And as soon as I do one of those videos, say goodbye to any chance of like being sponsored by Lego. But I wanted to compare and contrast, and I have a Captain America version. I also have an Iron Spider, so that's why I wanted to do the Iron Spider buildable figure. But realistically, since we're going to be doing this Exia, and that's going to take a while, it's going to be a while before I build the larger Iron Man, or larger Iron Spider and Captain America. So I can wait for Iron Spider. And with Ant-Man, you haven't seen my backyard, but we have a bunch of like metal sculptures in the backyard. Like dinosaurs and a big sneaky metal snake. Gosh, and just all kinds of metal sculptures. And having Ant-Man at this size would be perfect for some photos. So that kind of just bumped him up in the queue. So I'm excited to try this. Yeah, I feel like we're going way faster. Watch this still be a 40-minute video. It'd be kind of annoying. But we're already on bag 2. So that's a plus. Also, like, there's no guarantee of the length of these videos, because like I've got I have the like Star Wars mechs that like they started with the Marvel mech line. I have all those. I've built them all already though. I have all the Star Wars mechs that I want to build for this channel, and those are much shorter because they're a lot smaller. I want to do one per video, so the lengths of these videos are going to be all over the place. Expect 0 patterns. Anyway, So I will also say, I've kind of like created my brand around, for lack of a better term, awareness of other companies, other building brick companies, besides Lego. Because a lot of people's primary complaint about building Legos, the price, and I understand that. Lego can get expensive, especially if it's a hobby and you like you want to buy a lot of Lego. It adds up. And so and it's the same with like my model kits. Like, I don't build just Gundam. I build Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, not yet Yu-Gi-Oh, but Digimon and Transformers Flame Furai. Flame Toys, the Furai line. It's model kit Transformers. I have a lot of those. They're fantastic, and they're also they're similarly priced or less. Like, again, so those two Iron Men back there. I forget how much the Lego Iron Man was. I think it was like $30. That building brick Iron Man that is twice as tall as him was $24. Free shipping and no tax. But it also takes, weeks to get here because it comes in from China. But Lego's attention to brick piece detail and their bare minimum requirements, like where they draw the line on stuff, is leaps and bounds beyond what any other company does. Like, if you want 100% guarantee on your bricks as far as like quality, like I have some sets where the piece isn't even complete. Let's see. So like, say like this piece right here, it'll be like missing some of this side here because the melted plastic that they put into the mold didn't fill up the entire mold, but like it's just on the assembly line and they just let it go. Lego has quality control where if that happens, they toss it and they like remelt it down and put it back into the production line. It doesn't seem like most other building brick companies do that. So some bigger name building brick companies that you might know would be like Mega Bloks. Have you ever seen like officially licensed Pokemon building brick sets? You'll see them all over at Target and stuff. Those are Mega Bloks. They also have the Call of Duty license. They have the Halo license. They have some other stuff. They also have Hot Wheels, but and those ones are cool. Actually, we're gonna do one of those one of these days, where it's a brick built Hot Wheels car, and it comes with the car that's the reference for that car. So that'll be fun. I'm excited to do that with you guys. But those are the price point for those is a lot lower. So like, it's great, it's wonderful that there are affordable options out there. You just have to understand like what you're getting into, in the sense of like, you might not have a complete piece, and so if that ever happens, what you want to do is you want to look at what is expected of that piece. Is it structurally necessary? If it is, then you want to swap that piece out for a different piece, assuming there's more than one. And so like, if it's not load bearing or connecting, then you're okay. That's something you want to look for. Pro gamer tips. Pro builder tips with silver. Dun 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 dun. All right, dude, we're past halfway. Look at that. Yeah, I think I was a little stressed from recording the last one. That like I kind of picked up the pace on this. Also, it's wild how much more work you get done building when there's no one to talk to. Then when you have to like keep on looking back up at chat and respond to everyone, or people ask you like thought-provoking questions, or they do redeems that require you to stop building. Like I have a lip sync redeem where my VOD gets muted because I play licensed music, but I lip sync to it, and that's pretty fun. I have these like icebreaker get to know me cards that like ask you kind of tough questions that are just very thought provoking. And then I post them onto the Discord in case other people want to join in. And also, I was thinking of putting them onto YouTube also. But like, there's like 130-ish questions that we've done already. And I don't have the patience to go and do all of that. Because like, I have a vision about it. Like I would want to, you know, you have to like put the what the question is and copy paste all of the descriptions and explore the whole like creating playlists thing on YouTube. And it's like, yeah, duh. It's literally what content creation is. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But like, I'm already doing a lot, and I'm not successful enough to hire someone to do some of that stuff for me. So like, I don't have the time. Although, you know what though? If I had a laptop, like a streamer get work done laptop, I might do more. Because then I could take the laptop out to the living room and hang out with wifey while I work on stuff. I would be much more inclined to get stuff done. It's just that like my streaming room is kind of just like in the corner of the house, and it's away, and there isn't a chair in here. So the room that I stream from is a multi-purpose room. It is the guest room, it is my office for my day job, and it is also my stream room. So like, it's just, there's not a lot of leeway for extra luxuries like a chair for my wife to sit in. And she's not like a bed hangouter. Whoa, going too fast. Can I do this by memory? I think. Yeah, it goes like this. Haha. Okay, slow it down. Here we go. These two, the feet are kind of angled weird. It's kind of weird that he's got like bunion big toes. Alright. Now we do the arms. Ooh, so does anyone watching play Fortnite? I downloaded Fortnite months ago because a friend of mine, his nephew was moving to town, into the same apartment building as him, and his nephew plays Fortnite, so he was dreading the inevitable future that he'd have to play Fortnite with his nephew, and like he'd be bad at it because like the previous generation has to be better at everything, you know. So I was like, you know what? In solidarity, I'm gonna download Fortnite with you. First of all, I was so happily surprised at how fun Fortnite is. It is a fantastically fun game. It's simple, straightforward, but then on top of that, the licenses just they make you giggle, man. Like you're running around and all of a sudden there's Omni Man sliding down a hill, followed by Ultra Instinct Goku, and then Psylocke glides in, and gets taken out by a another like Terminator. And it's just like there's so much happening. There's so many licenses, and it's so fun to see. There's partnerships with like how they just did Avatar: Last Airbender. Um, the last one I think I saw was Lethal Company, where you can get like the company skin, which is basically just like life size Among Us. But man, it's just I was happily surprised. Ooh. So on the opposite end of the spectrum, things I was not happily surprised about. I watched Madam Web. It is streaming on Netflix. Not a great not a great movie. But you know what? I can see where I think they want it to go. I'll tell you this first though. Where I wanted it to go, I think would have been better. Let's talk about that for a second. So, when the first trailer dropped, and it was like Ezekiel Sims was the like antagonist, I thought they were going to do a bait and switch, and at the very end, you're gonna find out that Ezekiel Sims, while he was the previous spider totem for the girls, and he saw that they were like the web of life and destiny was like attracted to them for whatever reason or whatever. We're gonna find out that everything Zeke was doing was to spur their growth early so that they could have more time to train to get ready for the coming of Moreland. Like he saw that Moreland was coming, or he knew Moreland was coming, and then he had visions of these girls, and that in the future they would be defeated by Moreland because they were too green. They had like just come into their powers by the time Moreland shows up. And so he creates this like common enemy to inspire them early, and like through their stress or trauma or whatever, their powers spark earlier or manifest earlier, and so they'll have more time. And in this, Zeke will still die, but he will have, he'll have done his mission. And then that sets you up for Madam Web 2. That is not what happened. I'm also speaking from a position of assuming everyone knows what I'm talking about when it comes to these characters and stuff. Long story short, in the comics, Ezekiel Sims is the spider totem before Peter Parker is. And he goes and meets Peter Parker because he knows that Morlun is coming. Morlun is a dimension hopping vampire, ends up being like the leech totem. But his favorite meal is spider totems. Think of totems as like the representative of, or like the chosen avatar of that animal. Like Black Panther could be your panther totem. Dr. Octopus could be an octopus totem. Spider-Man, spider totem. Okay. So he's a dimension hopper and he goes around and kills spiders. Easy. And in that first trailer of Madam Web, you've got Madam Web, who is connected to the web of life and destiny, and then you've got, was it Aranya, Spider Woman, and Spiderling? Maddie Franklin, Julia Carpenter, and Anya Corazon. I don't remember their names. I'm a terrible Spider-Man fan. Anyway, it like teased them as being in their suits and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is where I see it going. Because like Zeke, well, in the comics, Zeke is a controversial character. I think he was fine, but there are those who don't like the idea that like Spider-Man has this whole like mystical side to his story, and I get that. It's not great, but if that, then let's do this. You know, like we accept where we're at. Let's lean into it. So I thought he was just going to train them. It's not what happened in the movie. The reason why I say I think I could see where they're going with it is if it wasn't so campy and it wasn't called Madam Web, which is a Spider-Man property, it could have been borderline interesting in terms of like, you have this woman who discovers these like precog powers that she has, that she apparently inherited. Dude, the first 10 minutes of the movie are ridiculous, but she discovers that she has these like precog powers, and she finds that she needs to like save these girls and yada yada yada. That's fine. And then like she sees them as heroes down the line. That's also fine. And the fact that they make this like ragtag team of heroes together, and they fight crime and they check in with each other and they support each other, that's also fine. This is kind of weird. Oh, I like that. But they made it so like tongue-in-cheek with Spider-Man references to be like, hey, this is totally a Spider-Man movie. This is totally a Spider-Man movie. Check this out. Spider, spider, spider. If it wasn't a Marvel movie, I think it could have been better. I think it would have been received better as a spider-themed precog going around and recruiting other spider-themed people, and then like exploring what you could do with that. But and I don't want to dive too far into like the kind of details of the movie, because you never know who's watching, and I don't want to be the one that spoils it for anyone. So that was just kind of my thoughts on it. Okay, so if you want to have Wasp hang out on his body, which is sus, you take off that and you just kind of do one of these. It's interesting. I don't know, I might not keep that on there. Anyway, these are the extra pieces. What was it 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 extra pieces, and here's the finished piece. Doesn't look bad. I feel bad for the Lego engineers that had to figure out his helmet, his like mask, because it doesn't, especially from the side, it does not look good. I hate to say, but it is still an improvement from Captain America, from Iron Man, because this was the next one that came out after Iron Man, I think. And like you can tell that they are no. Venom and the spiders, and then Ant-Man, I think. Don't quote me on any of this. But like they are iterating as they go. It was the same thing with the Star Wars busts. And I don't hate it. It's got 4 fingers on each hand, elbows. It's got ball joints on all of them except for the elbows. The wrists, so the wrists are super rotatable. You've got a lot of flexibility on the hips. Little bit of left and right on the knees. Not that knees should go left and right, but full bend on the knees is good. And then ankles are acceptably posable. This is fun. Also, I'm gonna have so much fun with this guy and all of my yard animals. So, in the end, not bad. Also, I honestly, I kind of like when there's these receiver studs, like exposed things in the hands, in case you want to build like a staff or a stick or something for them to hold. It makes it real easy. And then because the hands are so movable, you can space out the grips pretty well. Yeah, so there you go. Not too bad. I think we did finish that a lot faster. But yeah, so again, this is me just rambling here. Ideally, we're having a conversation about this. So I would love for you to come and hang out. Do an all-day stream on Wednesday, June 5th. But normally on Twitch, we stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I'm going to try to do a pretty acceptable schedule for posting YouTube videos and content. There will be Let's Builds for these smaller sets. I might do some Magic the Gathering content just to show some of this decks that I have because they're fun and I like them. And then who knows, I might get like comments of how to tweak and enhance my decks. Who knows? But yeah, so thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. Like and subscribe and comment and all that kind of stuff for content and all that. There's not a lot of content here, but if you like listening to my voice ramble on, then I hope you feel inclined to come back. All right. Thank you for your time. I'll see you next time.